Lineup. Josh Giddey is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's the kid. Then there's lights out. And it's Vucevic in at the center. And for the Raptors, Barnes out there with Ingram. Then it's Barrett. And there's the bulldozer. And it's Andrews in at point guard. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
First team foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Barnes outside. For three, Ingram. He with the block. 3-on-3. Here's Giddey. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Lee. And he makes good on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Out to Ingram. Good on the triple. Ingram's got 6 points.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Here's Giddey. Lee outside. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Toronto.
Second team foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Giddey. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kept alive. Here's Andrews. Out to Ingram. 3-pointer. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Andrews. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. That one goes in.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Giddey against Ingram. It's deflected.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Out to Lee, beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The Bulldozers got his 5th rebound in this one.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Barnes outside. Here's Andrews. Giddey defending. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Andrews.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? We're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Here we are, Greg, getting into the thick of this NBA season. How big of a challenge now is the travel?
Oh, it's a huge one. The reality is all those flights take a toll, so you got to be smart with your sleep schedule and recovery. Stats for Brandon Ingram, averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Now here's Giddey. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Dosunmu. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Lee outside. Top of the key. Another shot. And it's blocked. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Puts up a deep three. It's all in by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Here's Andrews. The Bulls getting the bucket. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Barnes sends it back. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Lee, and that one good.
With a menu of moves at his disposal, Ingram can surprise defenders with his pull-up jumper.
Giddey, it's rebounded by Barrett.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Vucevic with the block.
Vucevic is so long, he's tough to get a shot over.
Great defensive effort, just saved
a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Count it, good.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Lee. That's tipped. Here's Andrews. And there's the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
For Toronto, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bulls trail by 12. Lee outside. The feed to Vucevic. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Andrews. The Bulldozers got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Andrews. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
And a chance here to check out some stats for him. And that's Life Above the Rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. White against Barrett. Lee outside. Over Barnes. Lee gets the bucket. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Raptors leading by 10. Here's Andrews. 10 points for him. No good from 18.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Lee, that's good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Raptors, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Chicago, they're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And when I look at Chicago, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
They're just getting warmed up. As good as they've been so far, they've got the potential and the talent to get even better as we get deeper into this season.
And the Raptors with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. And that one's good. Andrew. Skinny's got 12 points in the game.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Lee. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
And Vucevic kicks to Lee. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. That's now 8 points for Lights Out. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Andrews. Vucevic with the block. They retain possession. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the pass to Giddey. Vicious to Vucevic. 8 away. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. The bulldozer comes in for Brandon Ingram. And quickly in for Skinny. White against Quickly. Now, here's Barrett. T right on him. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Bulls trail by 8. White looking around. Pass to Giddey. It's rebounded by Quickly.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
They get it again.
That was the best he could do. Just made a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Out to White. Here's the kid. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his deep. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let up in him all night. Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors leading by 6. Now, here's Quickly. Still scoreless. Shoots over White, and it's Quickly missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Giddey finds Lee. Goes up from the top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
There's the triple. The fadeaway. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's the bulldozer, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Giddey against Quickly. From 8. Giddey, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Andrews passes to Quickly. It's deflected. Throws it up high.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Passes it to Andrews. Unloads from 13. And Lee pulls it down.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
It's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Raptors with the lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. White against Quickly. Pirtle inside to the right side. Toronto working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Here's Quickly. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Raptors up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
26.
You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got White. Dosunmu is out there with the kid. Then there's Lights Out, and it's Money in at the 5 down low. The kid can't hit.
And I was sure that was Money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. Here's the kid, covered by Barnes. Chalk up 2 there. Money's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bulls. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Ingram outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Bulls trail by 4. Ball's not loose. Here's the break. Here's Andrews.
Woo! Love it, love it.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
Here's Lee. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Led by as many as 14 points. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. And here we go. White the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Andrews. He's got 14. Here's Money. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Andrews, no good. Bulls trail by 6. It's White on the wing. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Good on the shot.
I think you're going to see more and more of this from Coby White, challenging the defenders as a 6'5" guard.
A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Coby White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them.
Toronto calls timeout. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved.
Here.
All right, a moment to check out stats for the kid. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's averaging about 19 points per, 11 rebounds, and over 3.5 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
I mean, high-level feel for the game allows him to gamble with a purpose. Does he get burned once in a while? Sure, but not as often as he guesses right.
Lee, it's hauled in by the Raptors.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And here is Poeltl. Scoreless thus far. And that one's good. Andrews. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Dick passes to Andrews. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Dean. Now here's Lee. He lobs it up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And the foul on Skinny. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now here's Giddey. Defense is right there. And there's the pass to Lee. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Andrews. Giddey defending. And that one's good. Andrews.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period. And he continues to stay aggressive.
In the posts. And good that time. Lee's got 17. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Andrews. He's got 22. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now, Giddey. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
For 1.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Kicks to Pirtle. Inside. Here's the bulldozer. And he overshot that one, missing.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Here's Andrews. 24 points for him. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Pirtle. He capitalized on that one.
Lee left side. Here's Money. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the Raptors call time here.
Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your North South Crew.
And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. You look at Lee, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And doing a great job of finding his teammates, just making some highlight reel passes these past few weeks.
Here's Andrews.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Lee. A 29-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Here's Andrews. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Love the razor-sharp focus. Poeltl bouncing off contact and finishing well.
And the Bulls call timeout here. Greg talking about Jakob Poeltl. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Let's take a look at numbers for Lee. The past month has been surreal, averaging 40 points, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Driving the lane, pass to the kid. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The Bulldozers got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Ingram dishes to Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. It's Ingram on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Andrews. Over Lee. Andrews, no good.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Lee finds Vucevic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Lee in the posts, covered by Barnes, and the basket is good. Lee's got 21 in the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Pass to Andrews. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. The kid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lee passes to Dean. Out left to the wing. The pass to Lee. Here's the kid. Garrett covering. Just 5 to shoot. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Lee.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Andrews. And he has 28 points for the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for Toronto, Andrews
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so he hits both. Bulls trail by 3. Lee outside. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. To the wing on the left. Now White. Lets it go from deep. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 4-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Connects from three-point range. Ingram's got 11 points.
You must chase Ingram off the three-point line. He's too dangerous of a threat to hit a triple.
And White kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Lee. Over Barnes. Rebound by Andrews. The Bulldozers got 11 rebounds in the game. The 8-footer. Oh, that's blocked. Outside, White. Pass to Lee. It's over Ingram. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lee.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now, here's Barrett. 23 points for him the last game against Indiana. Here's Barnes. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. A minute 42 left in the first half. From the high post. Rebound by Andrews. The Bulldozers got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Andrews. White covering. And again, Toronto no luck. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Chicago. 4-point game. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Andrews, and then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Such a strong player. Barnes refuses to let the foul stop him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
For your Raptors, Scotty Barnes.
One shot.
Scotty Barnes is a guy you want on your team. Reason why? He works so hard every day.
Lee against Barnes. 11 feet away. And Barnes sends it back.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Count that one. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lee outside. Rebound by the Raptors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Barnes with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Indiana.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
The pass to Barrett. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They looked firmly in control in the second, carving out a healthy 11-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Chicago.
Well, the best way that they can get back into this game is to show up their rebound. They need to prevent second chance points. Fight. I mean, fight to get their own. If they can do that, this game's still within reach.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bulldozer is out there with Barnes. And there's Skinny. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Ingram, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Andrews. Knocks down the 3-ball. Skinny's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Josh Giddey.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Giddey. Toronto leading by 12. Passes it to Andrews. Great positioning on the putback.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lee outside from 18 feet away. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Scotty Barnes picks one up. For Chicago, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Andrews. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. That one good for 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, Giddey. Barrett covering. Count that one.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Toronto with the ball after Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got 19 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Andrews. And Lee pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now here's Giddey. 19 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Vucevic has got 6 points.
An absolute force on the offensive glass. Vooch works hard to impact the game any way he can.
And the Raptors call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. And you look at the kid, he does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Here's Andrews, 37 points for him. He with the block. Pass to Dean. Lee against Barnes. The pass to Giddey. Over Barrett. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Trying to get open is Giddey. And Barnes sends it back. Now here's Giddey, guarded closely. They grabbed their own miss. gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Barnes passes to Andrews. Back to Barnes. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Goes up again, and that one's good. Andrews. The Bulldozers got 10 points in the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's the kid. He's got 6. He gets it in there.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry his team and try and get out of this hole.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's the lob to the hoop.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
Thank you.
Bulls trail by 12. Lee, left side. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Barnes. And the shot goes in. Barnes has got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical, and he's explosive.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Andrews. He has 40. Good work there as it goes.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
The Raptors have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
At the line for Toronto,
Bulls trail by 15. Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
The numbers for the Bulldozer. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Here's the kid. He's got 9. Here's Lee. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, the league says it wants every team to play to win, but All-Star Kevin Durant said it's just not realistic, adding, each year only a few teams can win it. If you're not going to be a playoff or a play-in team, you might as well go for a top pick. Get some reps for guys who ordinarily wouldn't make the rotation and maybe change their lives as well. Kevin?
And that's an interesting take. Thanks, D.A. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Giddey gets it to go.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's the bulldozer. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Andrews, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Andrews passes to the bulldozer. Releases from 15. Got a hand on it. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Andrews. 43 points in the game. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the inside. Out to Lee. And shot on the way. A bulldozer pulls it in.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Vucevic. 8 points for him. Giddey finds Vucevic. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Five on the clock. Here's Lee. Vucevic trying to get open. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Lee. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Ingram outside. Pass to Andrews from outside the arc. That's good. It's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now here's White. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Raptors third.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Toronto leading by 12. Ingram outside. Here's Andrews. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. White dishes to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Vucevic with the bucket. Toronto's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. It's tipped. Barnes against Lee. Down low. Vucevic shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Vucevic has got 12 in the game. Here's Andrews. Giddey defending.
and there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's White, passes to Dean. Lee outside. Pass to Dean. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lee. Over Barnes. Here's Dean. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's the pass to Barnes. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Giddey goes in. Shoots over Ingram. Giddey, the pass to Dean. Over in the corner, Lee for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Andrews. Shoots off the step back. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 7 rebounds in the game. He logs up the alley-oop pass. Vucevic the pass to Dean. And that one is off. Raptors leading by 14. There's the drive. Nice defense from Giddey. To the middle. The kid can't hit. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And that one's good. Andrews.
What a pass from Barnes right there. A swingman who knows how to move the rock.
Lee against Barnes. And the Bulls with another miss. Toronto's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. He kicks it to Ingram. Now here's White. They need this one. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Lee, Money out there with the kid. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. Bulls trail by 18. Passes it to Lee. Fader on the way. Counting. Lee's got 36.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Here's Andrews. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. Pass to Lee. Now Giddey. And the shot is good. Giddey's got 23.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And the foul on Skinny. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And he's going up for the alley-oop inside, and he slams it one-handed.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Andrews. Rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Money. Bucket is good.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them at a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Giddey against Barrett, and the pass to Lee. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Money. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto leading by 12. Here's Barrett. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now here's Lee. Yep, it counts. And it's 8 points for Money.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Andrews. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's the Kid. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Lee against Barrett. No good from Lee.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
For the finish, here's Dean, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Andrews. Another bucket. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Giddey the pass to Lee. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Andrews. Offline from the high post. Bulls trail by 15. Money passes to Giddey. Lee outside. Offline with his 3.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Dosunmu. Here's Giddey. Pass to Dean. Outside, White. There's Lee with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Skinny's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Bulls trail by 15. Lee outside. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside, White. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Andrews. White covering. Count that bucket. 63 points for Skinny.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Lee. Here's Andrews, and that one is hammered home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Here's Andrews. Lays it up and punks it in. Skinny's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Raptors leading by 13. Barrett dishes to Barnes. Here's Ingram. He with the block. Pass to Giddey. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Giddey's got 12 points here in the second half.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Andrews. Light covering. That one falls. 69 points for Skinny.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
On the wing, Lee, covered by Barnes. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Andrews, no good. Bulls trail by 13. Lee outside. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Elbow shot, and it's good for 2. Lee's got 42 in the game. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Andrews, light covering, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First team foul. At the line for Toronto.
Andrews.
2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Bulls trail by 13. And here is Giddey. Out to White. He dishes it to Vucevic. Yes, that goes in. Vucevic has got 10 points here in the second half.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Here's Andrews. Vucevic with the block.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Giddey against Barrett. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Barnes. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Giddey kicks to White. Now the pass to Dean. 5 to shoot. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Chicago ball.
Shot clock at 2. Rebound by the Raptors. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Again, what an avalanche!
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
And it's Vucevic missing. Raptors leading by 15. Here's Andrews. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to White. To the inside. Vucevic. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Back to White. Passes it to Giddey. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot's good. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Skinny.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Here's Andrews after the Bulls pick up 2. Shoots over Vucevic, and another basket for Toronto.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And it's Ingram with the rebound. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Another one goes. Incredible.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Now Barrett. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.